As I'm coming down the drawing, I think I've put in some of the background as well, because I'm not making the background up, but I'm not following exactly the reference photo. I'm trying out some more punchy colours to see how it goes, trying to mix the colours together like I'm doing now and then blending them, thinking about the light against dark. The top of that beak and the head is dark. If I want the beak to be a focal point, then I need to get something light around it. So I'm playing light against dark. So I'm trying these little things out as I'm coming down. And as I'm adding more detail, it's starting to come together a bit more, and I'm starting to feel a bit more confident that this is all going to work okay. Now you see that little white area around the head and the beak there? That's what I mean when beginners kind of leave a halo. So I want to blend it all the way down in as I've just done, even if it's going over the subject, and then come back and re-establish the beak and the head, so I haven't got that halo all the way around. So I'm just going to carry on doing a bit of this background. I'm going to speed it up, but only 2 or 3 times speed, so you can just see how I actually blend these things together. So I've slowed it right down again, real-time speed. This is quite a large area I'm blending. You can see the process, get the colours down on there. Building up a colour on top of another colour. Then I blend it all together with a clean finger. Now sometimes I'll start in the dark area. If I then switch over to, say, go from blending this purple area to the light green, I'll use a different finger and make sure I'm not contaminating straight in, because that'll muddy that area straight away. And vice versa, if I'm going from a light to a dark, I make sure I've wiped my finger again. Microfiber cloth is the best thing to use for that. There's not much dust being created at all. You see, I'm pushing it all into the surface. Very little dust coming up off the Pastelmat paper. And then once I've blended this layer, I'll come back in, adjust the colours a little bit, perhaps the tones, and build another layer. And as I'm doing extra layers on top, it becomes smoother and smoother. Now this is easy to do with Pastelmat. If you go to rougher papers, then you've got to be careful blending with your fingers on the first couple of layers for a start, and you won't get as smooth a blend unless you put lots of pastel down. Now if I want to grey an area out, I don't clean my finger so much. Sometimes you want to drag a bit of a dirty area into a light area, all dependent on what you're actually trying to achieve. But that's the basic principle of doing blurry backgrounds. I'm looking at it now as well. I'm seeing that purple coming up from below the beak, going out on the right hand side. It looks a bit unnatural, and I'll just make adjustments with that. I'll adjust the shapes of areas in the background just to make a more pleasing composition. Now I've done that right side, I think I might as well do the left hand side as well. As a small drawing, or quite a small drawing, so I'm not going to be leaning on too much at the background at any point. and I've got this glassine paper down the bottom protecting most of the bird, so I'm just going to do exactly the same procedure, slightly different colours on this left hand side, blending it all together. If you're looking for even more great art sources, I've really got you covered. First off, I've got a Patreon channel that's been going well over a year or so, packed with around about 50 or more videos and new ones every month. Lots of the videos are many hours long, so you can see they're really in-depth. Subjects such as turtles, birds, elephants, big cats, you name it, is on there. So that's my Patreon channel. And also on that Patreon channel, before I go on to something else, I've got a secret Facebook group, so only the members are actually on there. It's the most supportive and friendly Facebook group that I've ever seen. I know I'm biased, but it really is. We've got 400 or 500 members on there, and they all help each other, so that's a great added bonus that comes free with it. Also, you get line art every month as well, and we've just designed a brand new companion website for it. So if you've joined other patrons and channels and you found it very difficult to navigate around, we got this free website that comes with it. All the videos are now just a single click away. It couldn't be any easier than it is. I've also got my site, jasonmorgan.co.uk, lots of tutorial videos, DVD discs and downloads on there. And if you're struggling for reference photos for your art projects, I've got some of those too. I've got 900 plus on my website, wildlifeart-online.com, and they will be copyright free for you, so you can paint and draw from them and sell your work with no copyright worries whatsoever. So hope you like those extra resources, and I'll see you all again real soon.